Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It is 17:15 Zulu on September 24th, 2024, and this is Tuesdays with DX Engineering. This is a show where we bring some of the DX Engineering sales and technical talent on live to answer questions, to talk about ham radio, and to talk about things that are coming up in amateur radio. Today, we have from Houston, Texas, Tommy, NE5TH. Hello, Tommy.
Hello, Tim, and everybody. How y'all doing today?
Tommy, it's great to have you on with us, and thanks for being a part of the DX Engineering team here. How long have you been working for DX Engineering?
Nearly 4 years now. It'll be 4 years in October.
4 years. Wow, that is incredible. And how many years experience do you have from when you first got licensed?
35 years. I was first licensed as a novice class, and I've worked all the way through all the ranks up to extra class back in
Wow.
2000.
Wow. And tell us, what is ham radio like in Houston? How about clubs? What kind of activities you got going on, Tommy?
Sure, we got a bunch of clubs out here in the area, as well as like the Aries, the Amateur Radio Emergency Service Group. We have races, and we have the Woodlands Amateur Radio Club. There's so many out here to be able to name them all. It'd take forever.
How about flea markets and ham fests? What do you guys got going on?
Yeah, there's really not a lot going around here locally here in the Conroe or Houston area. We normally have to drive up to either Belton, Orange, or Austin, or some of the other places around the surrounding area.
Well, I know the weather probably is a major factor for you too down there in Houston, Tommy, with potential hurricanes all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely so. We like the weather right now. We're probably at around 93 degrees, which isn't too pleasant. Plus, it's humid as all get out, so it makes a huge difference.
Well, got to have good air conditioning, but it's good to be in the shack. I can remember climbing towers in Texas, and you had to have gloves on just because the tower is so hot.
Oh yeah. It will definitely get warm on you real quick. And if you're anywhere near a roof, a lot of the installations that I've worked on, as far as towers go, you're getting off a tower and onto a roof, and it can be very warm there.
Right, right. Tommy, how about coax holding up in that environment when you've got all that humidity, and if you're even closer to the coast, you got salt water involved, and then you've got this sun. You've got a lot of heat and sunlight going on. How have you? What has your experience been with the DX Engineering coax?
It's been great so far. I mean, I've been using it for quite a few years, and I've had no issues whatsoever. You just got to make sure that you get everything weatherproofed, especially the ends of the cables and all that. And if it's direct bury coax, I'd recommend that to kind of help things along as well.
Yeah, to even keep it out of that UV. How about the antennas themselves? Aluminum, the insulators on the antennas. How does all that stuff hold up down
They
there?
normally hold up very well. The aluminum holds up very well for sure. I've got quite a few antennas. I got my gap tighten out there, and I've had it for almost 2 years now, and I've had no issues with it. Plus, all of the wire antennas, as long as you have stainless steel hardware, it should be just fine. But if you have mild steel or even galvanized steel, sometimes the moisture and everything will get to it.
Yeah, and then the corrosion starts, and that's when you can really have trouble. Tommy, I know you're on the phones with our customers. What kind of questions and concerns are you hearing about here, Tommy?
The majority of it are basically like we get a lot of first time hams, and we try to help them out, try to get them on the right path to the proper equipment they have. But we get all kinds of questions as far as programming, like the transceivers, especially the mobiles and the handhelds, and we normally direct them to the RT system software. But if it's a very simple thing, we'll normally be able to help them out with it over the phone.
Yeah, and we've had such good luck with the RT Systems software. Do you think that that makes it easy?
Oh yeah, yeah, it makes it a whole lot easier because if you're sitting there trying to program the radio through the front panel of the radio with the buttons and everything, you can do it 10 times faster with the software.
Right, right, and it's just incredible the number of radios that are supported by RT Systems.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can't think of a radio that I've run across, a modern radio that I've run across that they do not have software for.
The other part about that, we were talking to people at RT Systems, and Tommy, they have every radio they have ever done programming for. They have a big warehouse full of radios, so that if down the line 1, 2, 3, 4 years they find a bug, they can go back and get the radio and work on the bug.
Wow, that's amazing. That's got to be a pretty large warehouse to keep all
Yeah,
those
I mean,
radios.
I don't know how many radios they support through that software, but it's got to be intense. I mean, that's got to be pretty good.
I would bet. Yes, sir.
So let's take a look at who we have in the chat room. And if you have a question for Tommy, certainly let put it in the chat room and we'll get to it. We've got Kilo Oscar 5 Radio Norway is on here today, and Jose X-Ray Echo 2 Zulu Zulu from Mexico, and we have in West Virginia Kilo Tango 1 Radio, and our friend Scotty Whiskey Kilo 3 November. Nice to have you on, Scotty.
Hello, Scotty.
And Dan WA4 Mike Oscar Mike. Hello and good afternoon, Tim and Tommy. It's finally cooling off here, but we sure could use some rain in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. It's raining like cats and dogs up here today. Tommy, you have a hurricane that's brewing right now, right?
Well, yeah, it looks like it's going to be going more towards Florida. They're not sure yet, but yeah, there's a possibility it could come our way.
And I believe that's Helene. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just I we'll keep our eye on that. We also have Rodney on with us, Kilo Juliet 5 Fox Whiskey Charlie from the Dallas Fort Worth area. He loves the RT Systems and he tries to get software for any radio that he owns. And Tommy, how complicated is it to kind of upgrade the RT Systems once you have it?
It's really not all that hard as long as you follow the instructions and all the directions to a T. It's normally very painless.
Okay, well that's good. I think we have found that going back to RT Systems with questions is pretty easy too. That they give really good customer support.
Yes, they do. Every once in a while, we'll get some questions about their software, and normally we can answer the questions for them. But if we run into an issue that we do not have an answer for, we will contact RT Systems and get the answer for them for sure.
Good, good. And Kilo Oscar 5 Radio Norway says he wants to know how to get a hold of you on the phone. The best way is just to call our 800 number and ask for Tommy.
Yep, that's it.
And if Tommy's working, of course, we're on the phones 10 hours a day. Now you do take breaks for lunch and dinner and things like that.
Sure.
But, and if you're not working at the time that KO5RN calls in, we'll take a message and you can call him back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Definitely.
Roger's on from Arkansas, Kilo Fox 5 Sierra Delta Echo.
Hello, Roger.
And we've got Larry from Pittsburgh, W3 Lima Hotel Yankee. And our friend Mike Murphy. Good afternoon, guys. That's Kilo India 8 Radio. Also a member of the DX engineering team. And the photo there with Michael and his wife doing maybe an activation, maybe it's some field day. And I know that Michael has been working on a lot of the videos. Tommy, have you seen some of Michael's videos?
I've seen a lot of his videos, and one of my favorite ones was on the, I believe it was MC750, the portable antenna by Chameleon.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's got a number of them, and you can find them on the DX Engineering YouTube channel. Real easy to come across those videos, and it's great from a product perspective. And also, even if you're not getting that exact product, it can give you some hints and tips on installation of antennas.
Sure.
Um, Speaking of antennas, Tommy, what about somebody who wants to get involved in the in what's going on with the great conditions on 10 meters?
Hmm.
What and they might be a first-time ham, as you pointed out. What kind of an antenna would you steer them towards?
If they want omnidirectional, but I would go with like the Ranger, the Ringo Ranger, the 10-meter version of that. Or if you wanted all of the bands, you could go with like the CHA 250 HD, which is a very good vertical antenna. It's got a very small footprint. It's just a one shot up and that's it. But otherwise, if they wanted to go with like a wire antenna, I would recommend like an NFET dipole.
Right, right. We've got a whole selection of all of those. The CA 250. Who's the manufacturer of that?
The CHA is a Comet, I
That's
believe.
the Comet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Uh, from Malaysia, 9 Mike 6 Kilo Oscar Mike in there, and of course it's the middle of the night over there. So we got. Let's see. Jose says a DXC NCC2 video. Do have that. Look on the NCC part detail page. I don't know if you saw that one, Tommy, with the
Yeah.
guy showing the before and after on FT8 on 160 was just amazing.
It was.
So
Great.
yeah, take a look at the part detail page on dxengineering.com for that. And then let's see. KO5RN says, "Where can I find a video of Tim climbing towers?" Well, I don't think there's a video of that. Fortunately, there are very few stills, and there won't be any videos in the future, as far as I'm concerned. My tower climbing days are over. How about yours, Tommy?
Oh no, I still have projects pop up around here every now and then. I just keep it locally, but the YL doesn't want me going over 50 feet any longer, so I'm limited.
Well, I've got a lot of antennas that are over 50 feet, so
I bet.
fortunately, I've got friends that are able to help out here. Well, Tommy, it has been great having you on today and a real treat. And I really appreciate what you and the rest of the guys do and girls to take care of our customers. It's a real joy having you on the DX Engineering team.
Well, thank you very much, Tim. I'm glad to be here. I'm very blessed to be here and appreciate you having me on again.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to the phones and help more customers have fun with the best hobby in the world. And thanks to all of you for watching today. Hope you had fun with Tommy NE5TH, one of the DX engineering professionals here with over 1,000 years combined experience. And we'll see you next time, probably on Thursday for the manufacturer showcase. We got DX Commander coming up. Callum will be here on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, 73 from DX Engineering.
73.